there's anything wrong with saying we're an alternative and being responsive. I fell into this profession. I never intended to go on television. I never went to journalism school, so I didn't learn the bad habits they teach there. And I learned through fear. Suddenly I had this job opportunity. They said, well, you want to write stuff for us? You want to do videotape stories? I figured that, look, I'll never convince the right, because if you are a religious conservative or you feel it's just morally awful to say that prostitution should be allowed, or you should ingest drugs, or that homosexuality is okay, then they will never welcome it. Well, the liberals, it's just that they haven't paid enough attention to see the unintended consequence of all their big government programs. And at the time, I was doing stories on which brand of tissue is best, or which cleanser works better. Really tedious stories, and I worked hard at finding good pictures and humor to make it fun, maybe add music to it, and I got skilled at the medium. I used those skills I'd already acquired to talk about liberty. I have about 6 people who work with me, and Carell in the back is one of them. And often it's one of his ideas that may become a show, and I think you get people's attention being the other take on the story of the day. Well, certainly more people have read Atlas Shrugged and been influenced by that than any political writer. I always think most stories don't revolve around politicians, and the current, look at the Tea Party movement here. Focusing on the current politicians wouldn't have led you to the Tea Party movement. There are lots of stories about businesses that are being hassled by old regulations that have nothing to do with the current politicians. The incentives of government allow for no change. They don't allow for that constant innovation you get in the private sector. But I just thought, well, God, 400 libertarians in a room, we ought to show up and try to tape a show there, see if it brings us some energy from some new people. And I'm very happy with the way things worked out. I think David Bose is so much more articulate on these subjects than I, and I'm so glad I had him to answer the questions. I love what I saw today. All these enthusiastic young people, many of whom express the benefits of liberty better than I do. Good, I can retire to your job now.